We got Emily Whitmire back here on the program, who's coming off an impressive, historic win this past weekend at UFC Phoenix. She gets that first round submission over Aleksandra Albu. Emily, how are you? I imagine pretty awesome.
I'm incredible. Definitely don't really have words for quite how I'm feeling. It's definitely quite the high.
I bet. And congratulations on the win. Did you expect the fight to end that quickly? And I'm sure you didn't expect to make history like that.
I actually had kind of thought one time, I knew that the plan was to, get the girl to the ground and wrestle, and I knew that there was going to be an opening for a submission possibly. So I kind of had a feeling I was going to get a first round submission, and if I didn't, then I thought the fight would go on, for the full 3 rounds. And I actually thought one time I was like, what if I get like one of the fastest submissions, like in strawweight history or something? I thought that one time, never thought it again. And then when it happened, I totally didn't even, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it happened. I still can't believe it.
Okay, that's great. Once you got the submission on, did you feel like it was game over? Do you feel like you had her?
I actually I had it in, and then I kind of adjusted because I felt I was I was like, why isn't she tapping yet? And I looked down, and I was thinking about letting go of it and just start, getting some ground and pound in. And then right when I would look down, because I was looking for her hands, I saw her hand come out, and I was like, okay, no, she's gonna tap. And so I'm like, thank God I, processed all of that, and didn't just let go, spaz out.
You were emotional after the fight. I'm guessing that's just because everything's coming together for you. I think we talked about this pre-fight. The talent levels there. It's just about showing it in the cage. Do you feel like you did that?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like everything's kind of coming together, and I feel like I'm, showing more and more of that out in the cage when I fight. And it's just, awesome that I'm able to do that. And it's just, I'm so happy afterwards. We just went back to the hotel. My dog was in town with us, so we just were hanging out with him. And then we actually left the fights, and we just went back to the hotel lobby, and we're watching him in the hotel lobby. And then I ordered a pizza, and we just kind of sat down there and ate pizza and just hung out.
Okay, that's cool. Did the dog know that you won the fight?
Yeah, Bruce is funny. He definitely could tell something was up, as I, during the morning because my nerves were going, and he was a little bit curious what was going on and being extra sweet. And then when I got back, I think he could tell my excitement, and he was really happy, and we played around and stuff.
What was the feedback like from the fans after this fight? Because again, I'm sure that clip was everywhere. I mean, I saw it on social media. People really took to it.
Yeah, I had so many people love it, and so many people reached out, and that's just part of it. And it's just so awesome when fans go out of their way to tell you they thought you did a good job. And that's so special to me because so many people will think something nice, but not everyone goes out of their way to let somebody know. And just having that reassurance from the fans is awesome.
Demi Lovato congratulated you. I saw that on Instagram. How do you know her?
So actually I go work out with her sometimes. So I've been on tour with her, and yeah, I after my last fight I was in Whitefish, Montana with her, and so I've actually traveled with her sometimes and work out with her. She used to go to Unbreakable, where Randy Couture goes a lot when he's in California, and so they were kind of looking for a training partner for her, and Randy thought I would be a good fit, and so he introduced us, and we ended up just hitting it off. We actually had a lot in common with the way we were brought up and stuff like that. And so we just hit it off and just clicked. And so I go and work out with her every now and again. And yeah, she's awesome. I didn't really know who she was when that first all came about, and then I Googled her, and I was like, oh my gosh, she sings this song and that song and that song. And then I did some research about her, and I became an instant fan. I think she's just so awesome. And I'm leading up to it, she thought she was going to go to the Anaheim card, and then wasn't able to get to Phoenix and stuff. So it was awesome to hear from her after the fight.
It's probably better you didn't know who she was beforehand because you wouldn't have acted like like a fangirl or anything. It would have been really weird. But this way, you played it cool and you guys ended up becoming friends and everything.
Yeah, exactly. I think it played out the way it was supposed to. So yeah, she's so down to earth too. So it's she's just awesome.
What about the UFC? They must have been really happy too because they kept you around after the Ultimate Fighter. They really seemed to believe in your ability and they must have been really pleased with the result.
Yeah, they were definitely really happy. Dana was just really happy for me, gave me a big hug, and so I haven't talked to anybody about a fight or anything, but hopefully they'll want to get me booked again, and keep the ball rolling. I know they really liked me leading up into Tough. I went to the tryouts and I looked, really good at the tryouts. And so they were definitely, expecting good things from me. And the fact that I was able to, have those trial and errors and they were able to still, see that in me and kept me around. And now I'm able to really show, why they kept me around is awesome.
Is International Fight Week too far away for you, or would that be a perfect scenario getting to fight, close to home?
That it's not too far. I mean, we're what, February now, end of February. July is what, 4 months away, 5 months. It's kind of a little far, but not too bad, I guess. I would like to fight in Vegas again. So if that's, the next Vegas card, I would hold out to fight in Vegas.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to say you had your first UFC win there, the win over Moyle, and and again, it's nice to just be able to walk and go to the arena as opposed to like flying or anything like that. Not like this was a far fight for you either.
Yeah, I think they want to keep, fighters a little bit local. And since I did, finish out my amateur career here and I, been waiting tables, I have a lot of, friends and stuff that like to come watch the fights, when they can, if they're in town, and people will fly in for them. So I definitely think it would be smart of them for me, to fight in Vegas again, just because I definitely think I could sell a good amount of tickets.
Who do you want to fight next? Anyone? You're coming off a win now. You got a little bit of leverage here. Is there anyone you're looking at?
Yeah, there's one person I really want to fight. Actually, I really like the Ashley Yoder matchup. So hopefully I can, get that matchup going. I don't know if she has anything booked right now, but if I can get the Ashley Yoder matchup, I'd love that. I thought she looked good against Mackenzie Dern. I thought that, I think that was a really close decision. And then I thought she looked good against Amanda Bobby Cooper. So she's coming off of a win and I'm coming off of a win. She's California, I'm Vegas, why not? Let's do it out here.
I imagine Johnny's in the car next to you there. Any plans for you guys taking some time off after this big win?
We're actually going home to where I'm from, Washington, Oregon area next week. So we'll be flying up there. And so we'll be up there for about 12 days. I'll go down to the Oregon coast and spend some time with my friend Katrina. So we have a little bit of downtime planned and then we'll be right back to the gym. He'll be training later today, but I'm going to, finish the week out of rest and then I'll start running and stuff like that next week.
Well, you're in luck because I'm out on the Pacific Northwest as well in Vancouver, and we got a bunch of snow. I don't know if you heard last week; it was brutal, and I know Washington State did as well. So looks like you're going to miss it. So good timing coming back home.
Actually, I was looking and it's supposed to snow on Monday when we get there.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's not good. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. I don't know if it's global warming or what, but like I can count on my hands how many times it snowed when I was a kid growing up in Vancouver.
I am with you there. I definitely growing up in Washington, like we definitely got our snow days, but it'd be, every few years. And it seems like it's been happening more and more recently. And actually Vegas, like the mountains around here that normally don't have snow on them, they have a ton of snow. And so it's like, usually you just see it up on Mount Charleston, but now it's like around the whole valley. And when we were actually driving back from Phoenix, we were kind of caught in like a little bit of a blizzard. Like it was awesome.
What?
There was like a half an inch of snow, like in the desert. Yeah. Like around Kingman area. It was super awesome. The flakes were huge too. Like I could not believe how much it was coming down. So maybe global warming. I definitely think climate change is a thing. I don't know if it's like the end all be all, but I definitely think, sometimes it's hotter, colder, and we don't know if it's a 20-year change, a 10-year change, 100-year, like we don't really know. So I definitely think things are changing a little bit. It's interesting to see.
And it was great getting to see you pick up a win over on Sunday. Emily, again, thanks so much for the time. Just remind people where they can.
Thank you.
No, it's always great catching up with you, and glad to see you making a little bit of history too. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout outs, the floor is yours.
I want to give a shout out to Green Life Production. They actually came down and watched my fight, and they're just always so awesome to me. And then my coaches, Dennis and Eric, and then of course my boyfriend Johnny. They were definitely like the glue that held me together throughout the week. And my training partners, everyone at Extreme Couture. You guys all make the fight happen. And then social media wise, you can find me at Twitter and Instagram at mwhitmire115. And yeah, give me a follow. Watch my journey.